An elite track-inspired car needs to be the best of its kind. A once-in-a-lifetime experience for owners to say wow with a capital W. With the sound of a tamed lion's roar and shape of an oddly intimidating orange doorstop, McLaren strived to make a car that replicated a driving experience similar to driving an F1 or LMP car. I'm Matt Myers, and welcome to Cardeology, a series where I'll be breaking down the heart and soul of iconic parts of the automobile industry that shape the way we see and experience cars today. Today, we're going to be talking about the McLaren F1. The F1 was conceptualized by a man named Gordon Murray, who then talked to Ron Dennis and convinced him to back the project. In 1998, the XP5 prototype set the Guinness World Record for world's fastest production car. McLaren wanted this to be the best driving machine money could buy. This car was so ahead of its time that some modern cars would fall victim to this thing. It's called the F1 because Gordon Murray wanted it to be the ultimate road car and was heavily designed and influenced by the Formula One experience and technology they had available. Gordon Murray was visiting Honda because they made the engine for McLaren's Formula One cars. He got to drive the NSX and knew that he wanted to replicate the driving experience and ride quality. The F1 was produced from 1992 to 1998 in McLaren's Automotive Center in Woking, England, and sold worldwide with no modification to the vehicle since the driver's seat was in the middle of the car. There were only 106 ever made, including the prototypes, and the F1 had 5 other additions from the base model. Those included the LM, GT, HDK, and GTR. Some notable people who have an F1 in their collection include Lewis Hamilton, Jay Leno, Elon Musk, and Ralph Lauren. The F1 sports a naturally aspirated 618 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque BMW engine at 5,600 RPM and a rev limit of 7,500 RPM. That motor gets it from a 0 to 60 in a blistering 3.2 seconds and a 0 to 100 in 6.3 seconds, in the late 90s nonetheless. That's a faster 0 to 100 than a 0 to 60 in my lane 2018 Subaru Impreza hatchback. It was done with aluminum block heads, variable valve timing, chain drive for the camshafts, a dry sump oil lubrication system, and that's just a drop in the bucket of the R&D that went into this engine. If you want to learn more about the car itself, there's a great article in the description outlining this motor. Oh, and did I forget to mention that the engine bay is lined in gold foil for better heat distribution? The thing that's probably been on your mind is the 3-seat design. It's not every day you see 3 seats in what should be a 2-seated car. The seat in the middle is the main driving position with 2 passenger seats on his left and right. This seat simulates being in an actual Formula One car and gives absolute control of the car. The McLaren F1 cuts through the air better than most modern cars. Better than a Bugatti Veyron. With active aerodynamics and exploitations like a rear diffuser and 2 electric Kevlar fans, to suck the car to the ground and get the air under the car moving straighter, producing less drag, making it go faster. There's an air duct on the roof directing high pressure air to the engine with a low pressure exit point at the rear of the vehicle. Underneath the 2 doors are small air ducts shooting colder air onto the oil tank and some of the electronics. Remember the fans that, bring downforce and suck the car to the ground? Yeah, they also double for cooling the engine and the ECU. In the front, there are ducts helped by a Kevlar electric suction fan for cooling the front brakes. The rear dynamic spoiler shifts to the front when the brakes are applied, creating a high pressure area that gets utilized when 2 air ducts open up and suck down the air to help cool the brakes in the rear. Alright, now it's time for the special features rapid fire round. We have a double wishbone suspension system, vented and cross-drilled brake discs by Brembo, aluminum brake calipers, specially designed tires by Goodyear and Michelin put on cast magnesium wheels, 6-speed manual gearbox with AP carbon triple plate clutch, and all modern standard comfort features, which apparently was rare in sports cars in the 90s. Anyone can argue that the McLaren F1 is possibly the most influential car of all time, and it's hard to disagree. The F1 isn't just a machine. It's a symphony of sound and a moving piece of art. Gordon Murray wanted to make a 3-seated car ever since he was young, and he finally got his dream to come true and possibly made it better than his little mind could have ever imagined. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about the F1 today, and I'll see you next time.